Okay guys, so here we're working on Bellwork 32, and you're going to grade this just like always. I want you to use a different colored utensil, and if you get your answers right you'll put a star out there, and if not you'll put your corrections over here. So on this one we're finding the slope, so we've got to remember what we did last time on the Bellwork, the fact that slope is the rise over the run, and we're looking at a fraction, not a point. So it's not an XY coordinate we're looking for, it's a fraction. It just tells me the rise and the run. So the first thing we're going to do on number 1 here is we're going to count from one point to the other. Again, it doesn't matter which point, you could draw the triangle on either side. I always like to start on the leftmost though and see how far up it goes. So it rises 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on this one the rise is 6. And the run goes from there over 1, 2, 3, 4. So my fraction should technically be 6 over 4. But we can reduce that, so it's not our final answer. 6 and 4 both reduce down by 2. So I can say, all right, divide by 2, and I can get an answer of 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Over 4 divided by 2 is 2. 3 over 2. That should be our final answer, our slope of 3 over 2. So if you got that right, give yourself a star. If you did not, please work your corrections out here on the other side. Now, how does the slope of 3 over 2 equate to a slope of 6 over 4? Well, let me show you. If I started at this point and I went up 3 over 2, and I marked that location, and I went up again another 3 over 2, I would get the same point. So technically, a slope of 3 over 2 is the same thing as a slope of 6 over 4, because the line that is defined by that direction continues on forever in both ways. It can go up 3 over 2 infinitely, or it can go up 6 over 4 infinitely, and it still be the same bearing, the same slope. Okay, let's go on to number 2. On number 2, I'm looking at these points up here in the first quadrant. The rise is 1, and the run is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it runs 4. So my slope then should be up 1 over 4. Again, we're looking at a line here that goes up, so we've got a positive slope. Remember we talked about negative slopes last time. We haven't had any negative examples yet because everything's been going up over time. On number 1 it went up over time, and on number 2 it goes up over time. So if you got a slope of 1/4, give yourself a star. If you did not, please work your corrections over here. On number 3, we're going to have to do a little bit more counting this time. It goes a little bit farther. So we'll start on the leftmost point. We'll see how far up it goes, the rise. It rises 1, 2, 3, 4. Rise of 4 and a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a run is 10. Okay, so rise of 4, run of 10. Now, the question you should ask yourself is, do 4 and 10 reduce? And the answer to that question is yes, that we can divide both of them by 2. So we need to do that. We need to reduce these fractions. And we've done this in previous Bellworks. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So my answer to this one is 2/5. Again, we could see the same thing happen if we rise 2 and run 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And repeat that pattern up 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll find that that lines up. It's on the same line. Okay, and again, we notice that it's positive because it goes up over time and not down over time. So, if you got that right, give yourself a star. And if you did not, please put your corrections out here on the other side.